This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. That was me having a little bit of a jam in A minor. The jam track is one of the ones that's sort of bundled in with my latest little venture. I've written a book. It's called Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, and it comes with a bunch of jam tracks, video demonstrations, tabs and all manner of good stuff. Link in the description if you're interested in checking it out. Anyway, that's not the point of the video today. In that solo I was using a particular technique, quite liberally. I was throwing it around all over the place, and that is the technique that we're looking at today, because today is Wednesday. We're looking at viewers' questions. So before we get into it, I'll just mention that if you have any questions or queries of a guitar or music related nature and you think I'm the chap to answer them, then get in touch. You can see the website address there at the top of the screen. Follow the link in the description, use the email form, or you can leave a comment below this or any of my other videos, or you can just get in touch via email, jrguitartuition@gmail.com. One chap who did exactly that is called Chris, and this was his question.
Hi John, congratulations on the book. I have a suggestion for a video on a subject that I really struggle with. Raking just seems to be impossible to do for me. A tutorial and a practice method would make a great YouTube video. Thanks, Chris.
So, raking, what is it? How do you do it? And why would you do it? Well, here's an explanation.
Here is the explanation.
Let's begin by looking at what is meant by the term rake. It can mean subtly different things to different people. I'm going to try and outline all of those things in this little explanation here. The way I tend to interpret it is it's like a dead note, a grace note, dead note before the main note. So I could play this note, for example, and, that would be just that note. But if I was to put a rake into that note, it would sound like this. Hear the difference between and that? Okay, that is essentially what a rake is. As I say, there's a couple of different interpretations, and we'll look at one or two of those as we go along, but that's my understanding of the term. And there are two main methods that I use to get that effect on a note, and it depends which one of these fingers is playing the main note that I'm kind of going to. If I'm doing the main note with my first finger, or second, or first or second finger, let's say, then what I'll probably do is I'll use these fingers to mute the strings, so I'm getting that, and then it's just a case of getting your timing right so that you can do that and then reveal the note that you're going to at the right moment. So like this. So I got it a little bit wrong there, came off a bit early. That's the kind of thing. like that. However, if I'm going to be raking onto a note that's going to be played by this finger, obviously I could do that, I suppose, with my fourth finger, but it just feels a bit cumbersome. That's when this hand comes into play. So what I'm doing here is a little bit of selective muting. I'm basically going to mute the strings, probably not that many, but maybe just 2 or 3, maybe even just 2. And then come off, again, just getting the timing right so that I can come off the mute at the time I want to hit the note. So sounds really good if you do it going into a bend as well, like this. So you put a few of these together, you can take a simple phrase like that and maybe play it with some rakes. Something like that maybe. And it just gives kind of a bit of a snarling quality to the note that you're playing. It just adds a little bit more personality to it. Another interpretation of a rake is it's kind of sometimes used to imply a little bit of basic sweep picking. So let's say I wanted to... sweep picking is usually, the kind of... I'm not really very good at it, but that kind of... that sort of thing. But we're not. That's not what I'm referring to here. Let's just take this little A minor arpeggio here, like this, and go... like that. You see what I'm doing there? It's just like a little mini strum, and all you got to do is make sure that by the time you get to this note here, you've lifted off those 2 notes there. So you don't want... you want that, okay? So it's kind of a case of rolling your finger across the strings maybe a little bit. Very sort of knoflery. If I was to do that, let's get a single coils sound and see what that sounds. If I can make it sound like Mark Knopfler. You get the idea, that kind of thing. In that solo earlier, I was playing all kinds of, both of these. I think I did taking this little A minor kind of thing there, like that little A minor arpeggio. And, more kind of traditional dead note rakes like that. David Gilmour actually uses these sort of arpeggio-ish kind of rakes in the solo from Pink Floyd's Mother, where he plays a part that goes like that. Okay, so he's just taking that chord shape, but again, it's about making sure that when you get to the final note, that you're not still having those 2 kind of running notes ringing out. It's the timing. That's probably the key thing that you've got to practice when you're doing this, whether you're doing it like the arpeggio kind of way, like that, or whether you're doing it the kind of muting and dead note kind of way, like that. It's all about knowing when to release the mute or release the notes that are kind of forming that running phase of the lick. So there you go. That's all I can tell you really about using rakes to enhance your solos. Now you know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as usual, you will find a full tab of that little solo at the start of the video. It's in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats. That little explanation you've just seen there, the clip of me playing the solo, and a jam track to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. $3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. and a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that or any of the other ways, including buying my book, that are all linked down in the description. And that's pretty much it for today, folks, and that is the last viewers question video of 2023. I'm taking a week off next week to basically eat too much and drink too much and, you know, just celebrate the impending festivities. But I will be back on, I've got a live stream as usual on Friday, and I'm doing another live stream Christmas Day, details to be announced. Well, I think, what time shall I do it, actually? I'll make a decision now. Yeah, I'll do it 1 p.m. Christmas Day. 1 p.m. UK time, Christmas Day. So if you fancy joining me for a beer, then please feel free to do so. Usual live stream on Friday, and then the special one on Christmas Day, and then I'll be back on January the 1st with which is a Monday, just getting back into the solo analysis and all the usual kind of run of stuff that I do on the channel on a day-by-day basis. But that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget, as I say, live stream on Friday and on Christmas Day, 5 p.m. UK time on Friday, and 1 p.m. on Christmas Day, I've just decided. And all it remains for me to do now is to say thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, notification bell, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you all on the next one. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.